New twist as detectives from the Directorate of Criminal Investigation (DCI), who were involved in the arrest and transfer of teacher turned blogger Ojwang, have officially been cleared of any wrongdoing and declared innocent. Welcome to TMN Media, and remember to subscribe. Now, this development marks a critical shift in the high-profile case that has triggered nationwide protest, outrage, and renewed calls for systemic police reform in Kenya. Ojwang was apprehended in Homa Bay by a DCI team and initially held at Mawego police station before being transferred to Nairobi. Public concern escalated following reports that he died under suspicious circumstances after arriving at Central Police Station in Nairobi. The DCI officers involved in his arrest and initial custody had been under scrutiny, with many questioning whether the abuse began during the early stages of his detention. However, the latest findings indicate that Ojwang was in a stable condition when handed over by the DCI officers, and that their role in the incident ended with his safe transfer to Nairobi authorities. Investigators now believe that the fatal events leading to Ojwang's death occurred after his arrival at Central Police Station. Focus has since shifted to the officers based at the Nairobi facility, where Ojwang was allegedly subjected to torture and extreme physical abuse. Sources within the investigative team revealed that the injuries which led to Ojwang's death were inflicted after he was handed over to station personnel and not during the transport or initial arrest process conducted by DCI. According to internal reports and emerging witness statement, the blogger was not supposed to be killed. Instead, he was reportedly marked for a violent disciplinary action, allegedly meant to serve as a warning for his outspoken online content, which had reportedly targeted senior police officials. Officers currently in custody have confessed that the order came from high-ranking officials, suggesting that the fatal attack was not a spontaneous act of violence but a premeditated operation executed under directive from the chain of command. The confessions details that Ojwang was severely beaten with the objective of hospitalizing him, not to end his life. However, the instruction reportedly spiraled out of control, resulting in a lethal assault. This revelation has not only contradicted earlier official statements but also intensified public demand for accountability, particularly from the senior leadership believed to have orchestrated the operation. The clearance of the DCI officers now narrows the focus of the probe and adds further weight to the claim that the culture of abuse is embedded deeper within the institution, particularly among those who wield commanding authority. It also raises critical questions about how police custody is managed and monitored, and to what extent disciplinary orders are issued and executed outside legal frameworks. Ojwang, a former teacher who had turned to blogging as a platform for civic engagement and digital activism, has now become a symbol of the high cost of dissent in Kenya. His death has mobilized civil society, youth activists, and human rights organizations, all of whom continue to push for justice, not only for Ojwang but for countless others who have suffered similar fates away from public view. As the investigation now targets senior officers and the internal chain of command, the country watches closely to see whether this case will be a turning point in the fight against police brutality, or yet another example of justice delayed and denied. With public trust in law enforcement hanging in the balance, the outcome of this case may well define the trajectory of police accountability efforts in Kenya for years to come. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get every new video once I upload.